brothers and sisters, pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary today for Friday, the 10th of May, Sunday the 11th, and Saturday the 11th, and Sunday the 12th of May of 2024. What did I do during these days? Friday the 10th, I had some early taping in the studio and early work at my desk, dealing with things such as information for the staff to publicize certain talks that I've recently given on the road, some ads in journals that we are finalizing and approving, some plans for our leaders' meetings of the 115 Forum, some calls and plans being made with various pro-life leaders, getting an audio tribute ready for some of the praises that have been coming in for our executive director, Janet, mobilizing election volunteers in Michigan, preparing some messages for that, approval of some emails and appeal letters going out, and also interviews with pro-life leaders being planned, both them having me on their programs and vice versa. After the morning briefing with staff, had a 9:30 meeting with our website and social media staff members, went over various things, did continued work at my desk on the matters that I just mentioned. Had a working lunch at noon with Sam, who is here, has been here at the office. He is our overall website technician, and had a meeting with him and our technology staff, one of our technology staff members. So the three of us had lunch together, went over some business together. That was at 12, got back to the office, checked in with various staff, and then at 1:30 was here in the TV studio for a taping of my Praying for America program. After that went back, continued work at my desk, and then at 4:30 was back in here for an interview with Bishop Strickland. Pro-Life Update with Bishop Strickland is now one of our programs, and we did episode 2. As soon as I was finished with that, I took Sam to dinner. We had a working dinner at the end of the day and concluding the week, reviewing the work of the week, setting priorities for the coming week. And then once I dropped him off at his hotel, I went down to Merritt Island, stopped in on our mascots to check on them, the three doggies. Did a little bit of work there, and then came back and went to bed. That was Friday the 10th. Saturday the 11th was a productive day here at the office. I had many things to catch up on, much work to do in planning. I actually finalized the detailed plans for the rest of the month, something I usually do at the end of the previous month. I was a little behind on that, so I was able to catch up on Saturday the 11th. Had to give approval for some ads we're putting out there. Did a confirmation of an upcoming Newsmax interview, prepared for some tapings that Father David Begany, one of the priests on our staff, will do when he is here. They arranged for some visits from some local politicians that are seeking our input on the abortion issue. Did some, communication with pro-life leaders in regard to future visits and also tapings. Looking at some upcoming conferences in the future that we'll be participating in and co-sponsoring, preparation for the next pastoral team meeting, and plans for the leaders meeting 115 Forum. 10 a.m. on Saturday, did the live scripture broadcast. Many of you watched that, I'm sure. Had to do more work at my desk in the afternoon and right into the evening. Matters like I just mentioned, some writing and other tasks of planning, looking ahead at trips. In fact, I had also a meeting, I should say, with our travel coordinator, the staff person that handles the invitations, the trips, the detailed planning. Had a Zoom meeting with him looking at upcoming trips for me. And then Saturday, I actually went to bed early. I was very tired by the end of the day and went to sleep early that night. Sunday the 12th, Mother's Day, the Lord's Day, some extra time for prayer, for worship, connecting with my own mom by phone, and then also work at my desk that had to be done in order to get the week underway. some work regarding next month's conference, political conference, to which we're having a special clergy subgroup, so I continue sending invitations out and getting responses for that. Arranging for a taping for Alveda King, who's part of our team, arranging for participation in next year's Pregnancy Center Conference of NIFLA, arranging for tapings to be done by Father David Begany when he's here. Did some work on show notes. Now, we do our regular broadcasts, but I'm adding a dimension to it where people can go online and see detailed notes and links and quotes and information and articles relative to the things I discussed on the program. So that's a new dimension to our broadcasting. It involves a lot of work, and I started the ball rolling on that with some show notes from recent programs. And then some work on extended work there in the course of the afternoon with state ballot initiative battles and our communication with the leaders in those states. And also going back to the Father Begany taping, I wrote some spots. I wrote a bunch of spots that he will then tape here in the studio. So all that work actually took up the afternoon after lunch, or actually before lunch. I had a late lunch. Before lunch, I did a live Newsmax interview on Lydia Serrani's show. I love being on with her. And we did a little reflection on Mother's Day. So that was a nice midday media hit. And then after all that afternoon work, I actually once again went to bed very early, being tired and wanting to get some good, refreshing rest to get ready for the week to begin. There it was, Friday the 10th, Saturday the 11th, Sunday the 12th of May, 2024. Hope your days are going well. Let's continue working hard for the kingdom and for the protection of the children in the womb. Talk to you soon.